Hey, welcome back to the channel. The NFT market seems to be going through a little bit of a bear cycle, but I'm going to show you 3 tips to help you find the next big NFT in this market. So tip number 1 is going to be volume. One way you can find the volume is to go on OpenSea and just look at the top trending collection over the last 7 days recorded by volume. But looking at volume by itself isn't enough to actually go ahead and buy an NFT. Another tool that I have is NFTnerds.ai. With NFTnerds.ai, you can see which NFT collection is trending upwards in volume. You can see the actual floor price and the average price paid by each buyer. This is a good way to find early projects before they start to skyrocket on platforms like LooksRare or OpenSea. For this video, we're going to pick the 3landers collection because I think it has blue chip potential, and I want to break down my other 2 tips for finding out the next big project. Before we get into tip number 2, I just want to say that any volume that's over 10,000 in Ethereum is usually a good sign of a solid project that does have a lot of demand. So we can see that 3landers has 20,000 in traded volume, so it makes that check. My number 2 tip is going to be to look at the niche that the art is in. Do you see a lot of other projects with similar art or a similar art style that have higher floor prices, just so that you know if this project has potential or not? For 3landers, we do see 2 other collections with similar art at a higher floor price. We have the Doodles collection, which is currently sitting at a $30,000 floor price. We also see that the Cool Cats are sitting at a $22,000 floor price. So tip number 2 is going to be to look for similar NFT projects that have a similar aesthetic so that you can get a gauge for what the ceiling price might be for your NFT collection. And tip number 3 is going to be to check out the Twitter activity for your NFT collection. One tip that I've found that really helps me is to come to their main Twitter homepage and then to click tweets and replies right down here. From here, we can get a gauge by looking at how many likes and how many retweets each tweet is getting, and we can see the frequency of these tweets. If you have a project that's getting a lot of different retweets from organic accounts constantly, that's a pretty good gauge that there's a lot of activity and there's a lot of promise behind that project. You can see here that we have 4 to 5 posts every hour or so, a lot of engagement throughout the day. This is what you want to look for when you're trying to find the next big NFT project, because community is at the heart of NFTs. You want to find a project that's buzzing on Twitter and is buzzing in volume on the marketplace. So if you follow all 3 of those tips, you should be able to find the next NFT project that has some potential. Good luck in this market. Signing off, and I'll see you next time.